Good morning. It is November 14th, about 7:30 in the morning ish. We're gonna do some dancing. Cat's messing with stuff down there. So I had talked about getting baggage out of your body. So let's look at this like if you can move your body more, you don't have to dance. I mean, you can just exercise, whatever. You can just shake it out. I mean, you can just you can sit and do this kind of stuff. You're holding on. We hold on to all the baggage, demons, whatever you want to call it. Uh, there's so many different names. I can't even think of them right now because it just doesn't matter, I guess. Um, but shake your feet, shake your legs, um, jiggle your belly, the fat, jiggle your butt, jiggle your boobs, whatever. You don't have to dance, but you've got to get. It's like it's like you're stuck, right? So you've got to jiggle to get it unstuck. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you have a bunch of rocks that are in some water and it's causing a little dam, you know what I mean? And if you just sit there and jiggle those rocks, you're going to break the dam, right? You're going to break it. But if you're just sitting around all the time, um, I mean, especially if you're like me, which I don't do this, but if you don't have to work, you're just sitting in a chair, probably watching TV all the time, right? Now, you may or may not get out and get some exercise outside. It just kind of depends. But most people are couch potatoes. So you pile on and pile on and pile on, and you get that stuck energy all inside of you. It's just stuck. Okay. It's just like, let's say you were wearing, oh, for instance, this. Okay, I got this old thing. Mom gave this to me. It's a hand me down. I love it. It's so warm. I want another one for Christmas because it's looking really old and tattered. It's got a hole in the back of it and whatever. But let's say this robes. I wear robes all the time. Whatever. This is a jacket. I mean, it's got a zipper and whatever, but it looks like a robe, right? Um, but if you wear the same thing day after day, you use the same towel day after day, you're keeping that energy from the day before stuck inside of these clothes, right? So you're holding on to all that inside your stuff. Let's say you got into a really bad argument with your mate this week and you were wearing this robe, and now all that energy went into the robe. And I put this on, a couple days later. I'm going to put that energy right back on, right? I mean, I never knew this before. I never understood it. It's the great I am. Let's call it the vortex, like Esther Hicks says. The vortex. It's just the great knowingness, and you get into the great I am, and I don't know how to explain it. Okay, but I gotta see. Just got out of the vortex. Forgot what I was talking about. It stopped the flow. Um, Towels, clothes. Take a shower every day. If you don't take a shower every day, make sure you take a shower every other day, because my hair will collect energy, I'm sure. I can tell when I wash my hair, because I only wash my hair once or twice a week, right? Because it's dry. People with dry hair, we only do it once or twice a week. And we don't want to wash it anymore because it's going to dry out even worse. But the problem is you keep all that stagnant energy in your hair. So you got to do something. If you just don't, I'm not saying wash your hair more. I'm not saying that at all. But put essential oils in your conditioner like I do, and maybe that'll help. I mean, I just put a bunch of different kinds in there. You can look up ones that you think you need, whatever. Okay. But you got to get that stagnant energy out. And for me, I found this a couple months ago. Go figure. I mean, I used to love to dance when I was younger, and even when I was little, and I've always just liked to dance. I think I have a memory that I took ballet, but it probably was for like a month, maybe, and I was like 7, 8. I don't know. We'd have to ask mom about that. So, but anyway, I just like to dance. So for me, it's about dancing. But when my knees were really bothering me all the time and I would go dancing, it would really hurt. So, you can just do the sway. If you can just sway a little, and I don't care how old you are, you can sit in a chair and do this, right? Nobody says that you have to be moving fast and doing all that dancing like we used to. No, don't get me wrong, I still like to do that, but my knees are better. They're much better than they were 4 years ago, right? But they're still not there. So, but it's funny because certain songs will put you into that vortex and you can't even tell your knees are hurting. Like you get into it. And when you get done, if you don't let that 3D monkey mind take over, you won't have all that pain. Now, if you let the 3D monkey mind say, oh my God, I just danced to 3 songs really hard and I've been fucking my knees up the whole time and my arms and I got a bad neck too, right? Neck, shoulders, whatever. You can say all that. If you get done and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so sore. Hey, guess what? You are going to be sore. So no, don't think like that. Here's what you think. Once you get into the music and you start flowing, like you start singing and you start dancing, everybody knows this. It may have been a long time ago, right? When you did it all, it may have been a kid. It could have been 50 years since you've been singing and dancing. Whatever, who cares? It doesn't matter. But once you get into that flow and you get into that feeling while you're doing it, you can continue that feeling after you get done if you don't let the monkey mind take over. So don't let it. So as soon as you start saying, and don't say it out loud, the more negative manifestation is what I'm just going to call it. You get the opposite of what you really want because now you've said it. So you can say, okay, I just got done working out at the gym, and you go home and tell your family, oh, I just got done working out. I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Guess what? You're going to be sore tomorrow. Don't say it if you don't want it, and don't think it. This is where I'm at, okay? So it's like, when they used to say, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. It's true, but this is about yourself also, okay? This is not just about other people, but you really do got to start doing that too, okay? So for me, the first place I start is I'm thinking it, but don't let it come out your mouth, right? It's what, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, whatever. To yourself. Don't do it to yourself. You're going to give yourself the monkey mind. So first thing I started doing a few months back was just trying not to say judgments or say things into existence, even if it's just towards me or towards myself, right? This was supposed to be short. I was just going to do an introduction, but whatever. Now I'm getting warm. Somebody's energy. It's funny. You can say, well, how is anybody's energy affecting you right now? Well, because past, present, and future are all here, baby. It's all together. So somebody's watching the video that is activating me and making me warm. No, I'm not nervous. Why would I be nervous? I'm in my own home. Who cares? I don't really go back and watch my videos. Every once in a while when I do, though, I get stuck. And it's like watching another person, and it's so funny. So I can't get stuck for a half an hour watching my own video when I just did it. It's just the weirdest shit. So I just don't watch them. But anyway, back to the stuck energy. Okay? You got to get it out of your body. The diseases, the aches, the pains, the colds, the flus, anything and everything that you get is caused by your own shit or somebody else's shit. I'm finally figuring out us as empaths, and this is everybody. I don't care who you are. Nobody's any more special than anybody else, okay? When you're around other people, not only do you take in their feelings, Manifest is so funny because, like I said, we just been watching this and they're doing this shit. Like I knew a lot of this already, but now I'm watching Manifest and it's really clicking and it's really coming together and it's like crazy. Like we are just these empaths, right? So you take in other people's feelings. Do you ever notice that if you're around somebody and they have kind of a bad energy all the time, like they got a lot of shit to work on or whatever, once you start talking to them about their stories and whatever, you start to get involved with them. So your energy merges. And if they were already talking loud, now you're talking loud. And then you feed off of each other's energy and you're in the 3D. So it's like, stop and watch yourself around certain people and how you act. Do you act more calm around somebody that's calm? Do you want to drink when you're around somebody that drinks a lot? Like you're feeding off of them. It's not you. It's not you. This is not you. I've been noticing now you get angry about certain things and whatever. It's not you. 1 second. The cat wants out. I'll be right back. Oh. They're just like dogs. They're strays. So they meow and want out and go to the bathroom. I mean, she had kittens, so the kittens are in, but the cats, they stay out. Unless it's cold, but like it's what, 30, 31 or something this morning. I don't know. Got out of the vortex. I don't know what I was talking about. It's so weird when this goes on because it's like you've got the Shelley that's been around, for 54 years, and you've got the other soul Shelley that's trying to come out. And when the soul Shelley talks, it's like you're there, but you're not. You are there in that moment, right? But then when you go try to back and remember all the stuff that's why I have to write stuff down. It's like it just goes like that, like it was somebody else talking, like all those weird movies and shit that you see where a ghost jumps into somebody's body and they don't remember what happened. Hello, weird as shit, never happened before, but with this awakening it's going on all the time, but whatever. So anyway, when you're going to get ready to do this, hair tie if you got long hair, okay? Get a hair tie. I keep one. I'd rather not have my hair up. It is as comfortable as you can be, okay? For me, it's usually I'm wearing my nightgown or nightshirt or whatever I'm wearing from the night before. And then, because it's in the morning, the best time to do this kind of stuff is in the morning when your mind is still kind of hazy. And maybe that's why, you get into the vortex easier when you're smoking weed because you're in that hazy, you know what I'm saying? So, because I didn't do this until I went to Seattle and started smoking weed, right? So I didn't start getting unblocked until I started smoking weed. Go figure, so put you into the vortex. But now that I'm into the vortex more often, it's like you just don't need the weed as much. But whatever, you get into it if you're going to do singing and dancing. If you smoke weed, I definitely suggest that you do it before you do the singing and dancing because it will open you up so much more. Okay, who cares? Whatever, do what you want to do. No, I don't suggest you drink. I'm not a drinker. I talk about wine and grapes and all that kind of stuff, but bad stuff, like I've already had. I just don't, not a drinker, whatever. But weed, go ahead, smoke it all day long. What else? Let's see, be comfortable, wear something as comfortable as possible. If I was a guy, I'd be dancing in my boxers. If I was a guy. Hair, cold water, got some tea, in case I feel like I need the tea. It's got honey and lemon in it, so that's always good all the time anyway. Get yourself a little space ready. As you see, I don't have it super bright in here. It's still morning, and, I have so much junk and clutter that you guys don't need to see all my shit like that, and you don't really need to see me anyway. I'm just kind of trying to show you what you need to do for you. Now, like I said, when I get a place and I have my own place and I can just be singing and dancing outside in the middle of everywhere, then we'll do some videos, on my own. Who knows? You might see me. Probably not, though. I don't know. What else? Clear your space. Go to the bathroom. And, you might have to get yourself right before you start doing this. If you need to smoke some weed, smoke some weed. If you got to drink, a couple cups of coffee or whatever, because you got to go to the bathroom 50,000 million times before you do this, whatever you feel like you need to do to get yourself in the space to be happy and act like a kid again. Right? So, like I said, when you first get started, I don't do a lot of stretching, and I should stretch because when I worked out the gym all the time, I used to stretch, and I'm so bad at it. And I just, so we'll see if I can put that in there and remember how to, not remember, but I just, I'm so bad at it. And my body hurts all the time, and I'm so stupid. Like, we're so stupid as humans, whatever. But start off slow, definitely. Get your body okay. Make sure it feels okay once you start. Cat's over there doing something. And listen to your body, but don't stop. If you've got some pain and it's in your knees, and sit down and move your hands and your arms, in a chair, right? If your neck and your shoulders hurt, like mine do a lot of time, then do more feet and leg movements and try not to move your body so much, right? But in that, like if I go like this, I can feel a stretch, you know what I mean? But in that, really, you don't have to dance if you can just stretch. I think that's why stretching was so good when I used to work out. So stretch the baggage out, right? So it's like holding a note, right? If you're holding a note to get the baggage out, then hold a stretch and feel that. You don't have to dance. This is just all about, like I said, you can even shake it out and you'll know, you'll be able to tell. You'll tell when it's coming out. But breathe. A lot of people don't do breath work. They think in meditation, and you don't have to. But I tell you what, breath work will, you'll catapult 10 times more if you'll do some kind of breath work. Like I told you with the Shri Akashna. Different people do different things. A lot of people will breathe in for 7, like 1, 2, you know what I mean? And if your lungs are bad, then you may not be able to breathe in for 7. But I'll tell you what, my lungs felt like they didn't when I was younger, and I started noticing this a couple of years ago when I started doing the Shri and doing all the breathing and the slow breathing and the fast breathing. I could hold my breath longer again, and my lungs feel like they're getting better. So I'm telling you, you can fix yourself, fix your body. You can do anything with breath work, meditation, tones, oils, crystals, like I said, whatever. You have to find what it is that you need for you. Okay. This is getting long and I didn't mean to do this, so we're going to get off here. But yeah, go get yourself right, and we'll do some, I don't know what we'll do. We're going to do what comes through. Love you.